Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Misty and this is my channel, Misty at Skeeter Jones, and this is this week's sale. What I have for you today is actually sale prices on the items that I unboxed in the estate sale haul. Not really unboxed, they weren't in a box, but you know what I mean. I'll be selling those items today, and then enough February clearance items to make 30. So I decided to start adding something to my last sale of the month, and that is to do a sort of a clearance, I suppose, on the items that didn't sell from the previous month. So this being the last video for March, I'm going to bring up as many as I can that didn't sell in February, and I'll talk about those when it's time to bring those in. First of all, we're going to get to the estate sale items that were featured in a video a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago. I don't really remember the date because I'm filming all of this and scheduling it ahead of time. So I don't remember the date that's on that estate sale haul, but you would have seen it already by now. So these pieces will look familiar to you. And it'll be after Valentine's Day, sometime after Valentine's Day, because on Valentine's Day was the day that we stopped to go to this estate sale. So we'll just go ahead and get going. And we'll start off with this silver tone and kind of a seafoamy green necklace with some white beads there. And the beads are glass. And see, there they go, they're glass. They have these swirls in them. Even the white ones do. Actually, I would call them more clear with white swirls. And then you have these silver toned with the black antiquing down in the crevices of those beads. And then these clear seed beads. And it's multi-strand. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. And there's how those look. And I forgot to mention at the top of the video, anything that you're interested in purchasing, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and we will work it out there. The items that are purchased throughout March will actually ship the 2nd and 3rd of April. So you'll be able to shop all the way through March 31st and have that go in your March package. So I'll go ahead and give you a drop length on this. It's a multi-strand, more so than I would call it layered, because the layers are all about, or the strands are all about the same length. So the overall drop length is about 7.5 inches, and that's to right here. Well, they're all close to the same length. Like there's not significant space between those layers, so that's why I was calling it more multi-strand than a layered necklace. But then there's also a pretty generous extender. It's 4 inches. That gives you another 2 inches of drop length. Look at these caps. Sort of pewtery looking. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot this is branded. Oh, this is a Premier Designs, which makes it even nicer. But there we go. And that is glass. So we won't be gem testing that because I know that's glass. And that's going to start us off as our number 1. And let's just do that one. We'll just do that one for $5. It's really pretty Premier Designs. Sort of a light green glass and silver tone necklace. Oh, and these little beads on here look like little roses. So I missed my goal of being able to have everything filmed, uploaded ahead of time, and be done with all of that through the end of April. Have it all done by the end of February, like all the filming, editing, and uploading. And today is March 1st as I'm filming this one for March 31st. So I missed that mark, but I think as long as I maybe have April all done by the end of this week, I should be fine. So here we have that same kind of green more like a kind of a sea glass green. I don't think it's really coming across as that color on screen though. And then these have sort of a little bit of gold and purple to them. These faceted beads have these really pretty colors. When you turn them, the colors change. That's really pretty. And it's a multi-strand also with this really pretty magnetic closure. These AB rhinestones on this textured little ball magnetic closure. And it's a nice strong closure on that, so it's not going to fall off. And then these brass Rolo link chains. You have 2 strands of that, and then you have 3 strands of these faceted glass beads with the tiny faceted, I don't know if you'd call those seed beads, but these tiny faceted beads in between that are about the same color as the larger beads. This one's really pretty. Somebody should get credit for it, but it does not have a hang tag on it, so there's no maker. Let me give you a measurement on it. Now this one is layered. The shortest layer on it is an 8-inch drop, and the longest layer is an 11-inch drop. The colors are sort of this seafoam green, and then this sort of mauve color, and then this, I guess maybe honey, champagne color. And there they all are together. Very sparkly, very, very pretty. Love all those colors on those. And these beads are just, this just kind of feels luxurious. And that is going to be our number 2. And we're going to do that one also for $5. Do you notice how clean it is in my light box? I cleaned that out actually earlier today. I'll try to do a short or post or something to repeat what I'm about to say now, and that is that throughout March and April, I may be slow to respond to emails. I still go through them in the order that they come in. So if you're the first one to request something, you're still going to get it. I just might be slow to confirm that with you. And I might be slow to update the pending and sold list as well. So just know that, just because March and April are so busy for me that I'll be slow to respond to those things, but I will keep up with them and update them as I can. So this is a Leah Sophia. You have this shell here, which is beautiful. I don't know if you can see the iridescence in that. And it has sort of this crackle design, but it's supposed to have that. You can tell that because this outer acrylic, I guess, or resin or epoxy is not crackled. The crackling is underneath. So it's supposed to be like that. And then this is an acrylic little kind of champagne colored stone on this matte gold tone. And there's more branding right there on the back. You have a few little dings here on the back and a few scratches, but that is on the back. The front is just beautiful. This pendant is 2 inches long and about maybe just over an inch across at its widest part. And then it's hanging from this knot. That's just a pretty way to suspend this pendant off of this multi-chain like that. See, this is how it would look when you're wearing it, about. Something like that. Here's the chain. And sort of a matte gold tone. And then there's your hang tag right there. Let's give you a measurement on it. I'll need to clean this chain, which I'll take care of. Let's see, it's about an 8.5 inch drop to right here, to right there. And then from the knot to the bottom of the pendant, that's about 2 inches. The extender is probably about 3 inches. Yes. So you have a 3-inch extender there on that. That's another beautiful one. number 3. And we'll do that one for, let's do Leah Sophia for $4. I love those colors. These look like, these remind me of the beach. I think I've said that a lot here lately, that something reminds me of the beach. Maybe I just have that on the mind. Okay, number 4 will be this Kendra Scott necklace. This ended up being in that tangle that I was talking about in that estate sale video, where I made an offer on a huge tangle. Okay, here we go. This is glass, I believe. I'm going to check this really quick. I'll show you what it says if it comes up with anything, but I believe it's just glass. Oh, hold the phone. That is not glass. All of the, when I looked up comps on this, all of the description listings on eBay said glass for these stones, but look what it is. This goes high on the quartz citrine amethyst, and I just scooted off. I couldn't tell if it was about to move again, so I'm going to try it one more time. Just see if it stays there. Well, I slid off again. Okay, last try, 3rd time's the charm. I didn't let it go all the way down before starting again, but it did just stay right there on the quartz citrine amethyst. And there we go. And it goes pretty high. So maybe it's just a quartz. A really pretty quartz, because it's got this almost opalescent kind of look to it. A lot of depth to that. Every listing I saw called this glass. That's pretty crazy. So it's gold tone, sort of a matte gold tone that's got a little bit of a sheen to it, actually. Maybe more sheen than I think is deserving of the word matte, but it's not glossy enough to be not matte. So I don't really know what that is. But there we go. This is beautiful. This Kendra Scott quartz necklace. And the listings all call it a choker. And it's just like this. So I guess you would adjust it out to its longest length and put it over your head. And you adjust it with this slide right here. So, because there's not a way to open and close it. So you adjust it out as wide as it goes, I suppose. Put it over your head. And then you adjust it to the drop length that you want. But all the everything I find on it calls it a choker, which is really cool. That means that this would hang down in the back with these really this really pretty wheat chain, and these little finials, I guess, would hang down in the back, and they would hang down kind of long. About 6.5 inches is how far that would hang down in the back. So if your hair is pulled up, or if you have a short haircut and this is just hanging down in the back, that would just be really, really pretty. So it's called the Willow necklace, and I'm probably going to list that for $35. That's what the last one sold for that I could find, and that was on January 28th. So we are going to do this one for $20. And I'm going to list it for $38. Oh, wait a minute. It is choker, but I guess I do need to give you a length on it. It's 7 inches. And then if you adjust it all the way out, which you can wear it that way if you like. Let's see, adjust it all the way out. It has a drop of 13.5 inches. So there we are, Kendra Scott Willow necklace, number 4 for $20. Okay, number 5 is this cute little wooden heart. And these are plastic beads here, and this is a faux leather cord. Bronze colored fixtures right there, or hardware. I don't know why I said fixtures for that. But there we go. And these beads are like an iridescent purple and then a gold tone and black. And this little dark kind of espresso colored die cut heart. It's kind of big. It's about 2 inches across at its widest and about 2 inches long. The drop length on that is 12, almost 13 inches. And then you have an extender that is 3 inches. And these beads are up high right now, but actually they just kind of fell that way. This is how it would look when you're wearing it. The beads would be down close to the heart right there. And that's number 5. And we'll just do number 5 for $1. Next is this Kenneth J. Lane faux tortoise watch. There's your, well, the branding is kind of covered up by the hands, but there's your KJL right there. It's faux tortoise, and it has these little gold tone sort of studs in it. And it's clamper, and the spring in it is excellent. And let's see. It looks like it may need a battery. So how I do batteries with watches is there's a place in a town local to me that installs batteries into watches for $5, tax included and everything. It's just $5 flat for them to install a watch battery. And so when I give you the price on this, if you want me to get a battery put into it, I will, and I'll just add $5. I don't make anything on that. All I do is pass along to you what they charge me for putting the battery in. So actually, I'm going to be asking $25 for this watch. So if you want me to also put a battery in, then that would be $30 for you. And so that's how that is done. But you do have to let me know. I won't put a battery in unless you ask me to. And then the price will be an extra $5 for that battery. So this is a Kenneth J. Lane faux tortoise watch. And let's see, there's some more branding right here on the back. Kenneth J. Lane, Japanese movement, it says right there. And the size on it is, let's hold that closed. Where's the clamper open? Right there. I want to hold that closed while I give you a good size on it. So the size is about a 7. This is how it looks on. It's very beautiful. I love rich colors on it. Very pretty colors. But there it is. And we are asking $25. And that is our number 6 for the KJL watch. In great shape. Great shape. Yeah, I'll give it a nice wipe down. And it's gorgeous and in gorgeous condition. So number 6 for $25. And remember, if you want me to put a watch battery in or have one put in, you'll need to let me know. And then it'll be an extra $5. But there we go. So number 7, we have this little puffy heart patriotic key ring. Let's see. Oh, it's a like a travel keepsake from Washington, D.C. And you have this puffy heart with the flag on it. All of the rhinestones, let's make sure. Yeah, all the rhinestones are there. It's about 1.5 inches long, about 1.25 inches across. And that's it, all silver tone. Here's your clasp, and it works perfectly. And you got your keyring there. Your little Washington, D.C. hangs from the keyring, and the puffy heart hangs from a separate chain. And there we go. So, let's see, I have it backwards. There, you want your Washington, D.C. to show, I would assume. So our number 7, we'll do that one for $4. Little patriotic studded flag rhinestone keyring that says Washington, D.C. Okay, number 8. This is a cotton cord. Feels like cotton cord. Silver tone findings. And I think these are ceramic beads. They're cool. So they're not plastic or acrylic or anything. They're maybe glass or ceramic. And then this little hammered silver tone pendant. Sort of antique looking. The little beads here are hand knotted in between. Just very simple. It's vintage and it's been loved. If you like a nice boho look, this looks kind of boho. Especially with that, it's real wear. I don't think it was made to look this worn. But I also don't think it was made at the beginning to look very polished either. So it's nice. It would still have a nice distressed sort of boho feel to it. That's going to be number 8, and we'll just do that also for $1. Let me give you a length on it. I just realized I forgot to do that. The drop length is 11.5 inches for that. The color is this really pretty orange on those beads. And this pendant is about 1.25 inches across and about 1 inch long that way. Okay, these, I at first thought maybe somebody had these earrings and then painted them themselves. But the more I look at them, I think they actually came this way, just by the way the paint is on there. I'm going to offer these up. They look distressed. They look like they've been painted and then the paint has been worn. But I can't really tell if maybe they were done that way on purpose. So I'm going to offer them up, and if they don't sell, I'm just going to add them to my, my crafting supplies. So here's what they look like on the back. There's no paint on the back, and it's this really pretty embossed floral design on these puffy hearts. The same embossed floral design on the front with this blue and pink and green paint. So these have been cleaned, but if they end up becoming craft supplies, I'll probably try to remove that paint. I don't know. I'm not really sure. They're pretty like they are, and I can't tell if they were made that way or not. So we'll let them be our number 9, and then they'll turn into something else if they don't get sold. So we'll do those for $3. They're about 1 inch across, I think. Yeah, about 1 inch across and about 1 inch long. Number 4, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I was going to make this number 4, but I think what I'm going to do is put it together with number 8. This arrowhead is on faux leather cord. It has a little tag that says strong, which hangs down in the back. It's adjustable. I think it's adjustable. It looks like it is, with these knots Yeah, it is. It's just really tight. So you pull it through those knots to adjust it. But this little tag that says strong stays in the back where that is. And then this is a little metal arrowhead. And it's about 2 inches long, about 1 inch across at the widest point. It looks just like some weathered copper, patinaed copper. And the length on it, oh, it also has this little bead. It's sort of turquoise colored. It looks like it might be a piece of howlite. Little tiny bead. And let's see, it's kind of long. The drop length on it is about 17 inches. But I'm going to put it together with this one, and it'll still be $1. So there we go on those. Little cute little boho set for $1. Okay, I guess this will be our number 9. Is that right? No. Our number 9 was those hearts that I couldn't tell about the paint. So this will be our number 10. We have this really fine wheat chain. And then gold tone chain and findings. I love this extender chain. That's pretty. And then, let's see, we have turquoise or howlite beads. And did I test these when I first did that haul where I just showed the things? I don't remember. So let's check those really quick and see if those purple beads are gemstones. They are not. And I think this is turquoise maybe or howlite, but if it is turquoise or howlite, it wouldn't show on a gem tester just because turquoise doesn't show up. So let's look at what we have going on here. We have these purple glass beads with these pretty caps on them, and you have some Rolo chain in here. This little area with the beads has Rolo chain. Above that is the wheat chain. So you have hammered matte gold tone discs. That was a mouthful. And those are kind of small. And then you have these white beads or clear beads with the white swirls in it. And then smaller purple beads. And these, I'm inclined to say this is turquoise and not howlite, just because it doesn't have that sort of spider web pattern that howlite has. And then these tiny red ones, those are wood. And then these little filigree, little cage beads. So that's really, really pretty. Nice and summery. Let's roll all those down. Give you an idea of how it looks. There we go. So that's really pretty. The length on it is a 7.5 inch drop, and a 2 inch extender gives you another 1 inch of drop. And there's another look at those beautiful springy summery colors. Number 10 for $4. And that is unbranded, by the way. I don't know if I pointed that out. Actually, it might be branded. This little final link here on the extender, just the fact that that little link is shaped that way, could be somebody's maker mark. But I didn't look it up, so if it ends up being a great expensive brand, then whoever buys this will have made out like a bandit. And I like it when y'all make out like a bandit. Okay, this is a fabric cord. It's braided. So silver tone findings, and this probably gemstone of some kind. I like that it's translucent. I don't know if you can tell right there, it's translucent back there. And it's this dark green with the white swirls in it. Let's take a look and see what the gem eye says. Okay, it goes to garnet tourmaline iolite right in the center, and it touches the edge of chrysoprase emerald. So I think it's more in the garnet tourmaline iolite range. I think that's probably where that belongs. And it's this cute little star. It has the little white part on one side. On the other side, it's more consistent, all over green. And it's about a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch across from point to point. The drop is 8 inches and a 2-inch extender. And that's number 11, this cute little gemstone star. And we'll do that for $3. Next is this little Scotty. I remember showing this guy. This little Scotty on a key ring. It's this kind that screws open right here, like that. And then you have these red and pink and clear glass beads. And I remember talking about it during the unboxing that I was going to take that off, and I didn't. So I'm going to go grab my scissors. Actually, they're right here. Let me snip that right now. Okay, now the little threads are gone. So there are red and pink glass beads, and then this really pretty art glass one that's got the little swirl, like candy swirls on the inside, little roses, and then all encased in clear glass. Then you have these silver tone little discs in between, a little puffy heart with a rhinestone in the center at the end of that one, and this cute little Scotty at the end of this one. Or is this a Yorkie? I can't really tell. But 3 little rhinestones on the front, 4 on the back. And this is a little bit heavy. The little pup here is pretty heavy. And that's it. It's just a nice little key ring or purse charm. From the top of the, whatever you call this thing, to the bottom of the dog is 5.5 inches. And the pup here is about 1 inch long. And from head to foot, about another inch. Just over 1 inch. And that's number 12. And we'll do the little dog for $2. There's a pretty little delicate necklace next. This will be number 13. It's gold tone. It looks really unused, actually. I don't see any scratching, not even any surface scratching on it. But it's this delicate chain, very delicate chain. And it has, as pendants, hang on, they're kind of twisted around each other. It's these little tiny skeleton keys. The chain was hooked on this little curl right there. So I got that off. So there are these 2 tiny little skeleton keys. And these are the pendants on this really delicate gold tone chain. A drop measurement for you on this is about an 8.5 inch drop on the necklace, and a 2-inch extender. And then these little keys. The longer one is about 1 inch long. The shorter one is about 3/4 of an inch long. And that's all there is to say, really, about that. Except that it's number 13. And Lucky 13 will do that one for, let's just do that for $2. This cute little delicate necklace with a little gold tone skeleton keys. Okay, the next is going to be another little boho piece. This pretty little wooden heart. It feels like it's solid, but it's very lightweight, and it is wood, and it's stained to this green color with, oh, I'm just noticing something I didn't notice before, and that is that this cord is about to break. So let's, I'll need to take this one out of the lineup, actually, and I'll bring this one back after I've crafted something with it. So we'll say goodbye for now to the green wooden heart. That goes in the craft supplies, and it will come back maybe in April. So next, these little gold tone hoops. And they actually say something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, these say something on them right here. I totally forgot about that. Let me look at it really quick. I absolutely cannot make it out, but it says something right there. It's not really legible, not clearly legible anyway. And I checked both of them. The mark is on both earrings, and it is very difficult to read on both earrings. So what I'm going to do is test it for gold. So we'll see what we get. So let's see. Well, the scratch doesn't look really gold. I'll still do it and see what happens. So we're going to start first. I'll start with the 18 karat. Well, and actually that's what I should have done before I scratched 3 times. So we have sterling. But I couldn't really tell what that said on the post of those earrings. Maybe it's a brand, because it didn't look like a 925. If I can remember to drop a picture in, I'll drop it in up here somewhere and show you how illegible that was. But we have some sterling hoops. They're pretty big. They're about an 1.5 inches across. Very simple. That's how they close. They're gorgeous and in beautiful condition. These pretty sterling hoops that are probably some brand that I can't read. So where did my bag go that those were in? Right in front of my face. So we're on number 14. And we're going to do these sterling hoops for $15. They're big and they're very pretty. Oh, wait. We can't cheat Earlene out of her spot in the, her place in the spotlight. She's got to come in and model these for you. And there she is. That's how those look when you wear them. And thank you to the lovely Earlene. So number 14, sterling hoops, $15. Okay, Earlene's going to get to come out again because now we have some pearl studs. And these are, I checked these at the sale, so I know they are genuine pearl. Yes, they are. And they're just a really light blush pink. And they are sterling posts, if I recall correctly. So there's the post. And then let's test the back also. Okay. That's the back, and there's the post. And there's our blue for both of those. So gorgeous. Little blush pink pearl studs. Here comes Earlene. How pretty. How feminine and dainty and beautiful. Love those. So genuine pearl, sterling studs. Those are number 15. And those are going to also be $15. Actually, you know what? Let's make those $10. $10 for pearl studs with sterling posts. Number 15. Okay, number 16. This was a fun one. I remember this one. Okay, it's kind of a delicate chain. It's gunmetal. Oh, I'm going to have to craft with it. I can already see. It's got a little missing faux pearl right there. There's supposed to be a faux pearl hanging on that. Let's see if there's anything else missing. Actually, I don't see anything else missing on it besides just the one faux pearl, and I can't find now where that was. I'll go ahead and offer this up. Oh, there it is. Or maybe that's just another one. Yeah, I think that's another one. So no, I'm not going to offer it up. I'm not comfortable offering up something that's missing a bunch of pieces like that. So I'm going to make that into something else. So that's not going to be our number 16 after all. This is going in the craft supplies along with our little green wooden heart. And those will come back another day. So the last thing from the estate sale haul is the first celluloid I have ever scored. So this is celluloid. And oh goodness, I forgot the name of it. It starts with a C. The more translucent one with the sort of swirls in it, the white swirls. The name is escaping me right now, but it starts with a C. And then these longer beads with sort of this carved appearance to them, those are celluloid. And these are vintage. They are marked right here, West Germany. Right there. So these are vintage and beautiful. The colors are these very vibrant yellows and greens and orange, and then this muted peachy color in between. It's a triple strand, or it's quadruple strand. Wait, quintuple strand. There are 5 strands. You have 2 of the yellow and orange strands, 2 of the green strands, and then 1 of these, the peachy kind of nude color strand. The extender is this shepherd's hook. Now you hook wherever you want to hook it. And it's those Catalin, that's the name of that. It's these Catalin beads right here. You hook it between to decide how long you want it. So at its shortest, we will hook it right there. Let me go ahead and give you measurements, and then we'll talk about the earrings. Let's see, the shortest length is one of these yellow ones. And that's 7.5. And the longest is one of the green ones, and that's at about 10.5. And then you have a little better than 2 inches on the extender. It's all graduated. You have these smaller beads at the top, and then as you come around the front, they get bigger. Necklaces like this are called fruit salad just because of the colors, I guess. They're so vibrant and pretty and bright. This looks very, very summery. It doesn't look neon at all, but this is like a lime green and a bright sunshiny yellow and orange, but not neon. And then this is a very rich orange. It looks like a very ripe Florida orange. Very pretty summery colors. So here are the earrings. So not only did I find some Catalan and celluloid vintage West Germany, but I found matching earrings as well at this estate sale. And it has all the same colors. It's the matching earrings to this necklace. They are about an inch across, maybe just a touch more than an inch, shaped like flowers. And they're little clippies, and there they also say West Germany right there. So let me bring Erlene over to give you a look at that. Gorgeous. Very gorgeous. This is, I'm going to list this on eBay for $50, this set. I'm going to offer it, the set here, for $30. And that's our number 16. I'm going to bag up the earrings separately to help protect them. Celluloid doesn't scratch easily, but I just still want to give them that little extra bit of protection. This is a really pretty set, and if you're into vintage or historical types of jewelry, this would definitely fit that bill. So this is the last of the estate sale haul. I'll be right back with the February clearance pieces. And so here we go. This necklace, actually I'm surprised this one didn't go. This one was in the February 3rd. And just to avoid confusion, I'm going to mark off the number before I show you the bag. But first, offer this up for $9. We're just going to, let's just make that 8. And that's number 17. And it's this matte, this frosted glass, really pretty pink glass with gunmetal J. Crew necklace. I was surprised this one didn't go with the time of year it is now and the color this is. It's just this frosty, icy pink. This glass beads. Looks like a little bit of the frost coating is gone. Actually, maybe somebody noticed that the first time around, and maybe that's why it didn't sell. I don't know. Some of that's gone right there. So actually, let's take that down a little bit more since some of that's gone. Let's make this one $5 as is. It's still very pretty, even with some of that gone. It looks like it's only gone in just the one place because I don't see it anywhere else. Yeah, I don't see that frosting missing anywhere else. But there it is, $5 as is on this gorgeous J. Crew gunmetal and frosted pink necklace. Frosted pink glass beads, that is. It's a 15-inch drop, and the length is the length. Here's your hang tag right there. You have your senorita clasp that J. Crew is known for. And just this asymmetrical, I think asymmetrical, let me double check that. Yeah, little asymmetrical layout of the beads. The first ones at the top are symmetrical, but then after that, it's just sort of random as you go. And there it is. So that's our number 17. $5 as is with a little bit of that frosting, that frosted finish going on some of those, on two of the beads that I saw. Number 18, again, just to avoid confusion, I'm marking out those numbers before I show it to you. These were first offered up for $4 on February 3rd. And they are clippies. These gold tone and black enamel little bows. And we'll bring over Earlene to show it to you. They're not oriented this way when you wear them. They're oriented this way. So they're little sideways bows. Very pretty. And there they are. Those are gorgeous. They're unbranded little bows, about an inch across. And we're going to make those $3. I'm going to move kind of quickly through these since I've already shown them and described them before. So if you want to see the full descriptions of these, just go back and take a look at that February 3rd video. Let's see. Oh, and I need to give you a number on those, don't I? So this is number 18 that we're on right now. I'm running out of room on this bag. Okay. Number 19 is this Valina Jewelers wedding set. It's a sample. It's brand new, and it's made with CZs. And it's just a little wedding band and ring set. These are good to use if you, if there are situations where you want to wear wedding rings, but you don't want to wear like your, like real diamonds or something. Like I know someone who, when they travel, she doesn't like to wear her diamonds when she travels. So these are size 7. So she gets an inexpensive CZ set and then leaves her real diamonds locked up at home. So that's what these are good for. Well, they're good for lots of things. These could actually be someone's actual wedding set if they wanted. Wedding sets don't have to be diamonds. So this is, the metal on this is stainless steel, which means it's not ever going to tarnish. And it will be very resistant to scratching and wear. And you won't ever see any tone loss because there's no tone on it. This is just the color of the metal. So that's number 19. First offered up for $15. We're going to make that now $12. Okay, now we have some 925 earrings, and there I am flashing the number after I talked about how I wasn't going to do that. So these are going to be number 20, and these are some 925 earrings. They have these little pink glass beads, and these 925 hoops, and 925 ear wires. So I won't do testing of these since I tested them in the first video on the 3rd. But there they are. I will give you another look at them on Earlene. And there they go. So 925 and pink glass beads. $4 was already a steal for those, I think, with the 925, but we'll make those $3. They're kind of long. They are about 3 inches from the top of the hook to the bottom of the earring. Okay, and now the next one we have is going to be number 21. And these were first offered up for $7. And there's some jellyfish earrings. And that's why I call them that. Big glass rhinestone in this gold tone setting. There's your J. Crew branding right there. And you have these colors of coral, gold tone, fuchsia, sort of a bubblegum pink, and a very pale pink. Seed bead fringe hanging down out of this really pretty, very simple cap. And then your rhinestone at the top. So let's bring over Earlene to give you a peek at what those look like on. Super, super pretty. Perfect for this time of year. And those were actually already a steal at $7. Let's I'm going to do those for $5. Number 21, J. Crew earrings for $5. Okay, this one is going to be our number 22. First offered up for $30. This is a Monet set. And it looks completely unworn. Let's see, I don't want to damage it. How do I have that? There we go. So it's got this really nice herringbone chain, very bright. Very bright, shiny gold tone, and it looks like it's never been worn. Here is your hang tag right there. It's got the Monet in cursive. And this pretty, pretty rhinestone arrangement right here in the front. These gorgeous stones. Let's give a drop measurement on that. That's about a 6 3/4 drop. And you get another 1.5 inch drop from the extender there, which is, it's a 3-inch extender, but you get half of the extender length is your increased drop length. So there's the necklace, and then the earrings are these really gorgeous drops. And the bottom is dangles, and the top looks very similar to a fleur-de-lis. It has that kind of look to it. It's not arranged exactly like one, but it just has that general outline to me. Let me bring over Earlene. These are clips. And that's how they look on. Look how gorgeous that is. This is another one that I was very, very surprised that it didn't sell on the first go around. So I'm going to put these, I don't know why I didn't the first time around, but I'm going to put these in separate little bags to help protect them like I did the other ones. Okay, and then here is the necklace. So gorgeous. So this set first offered up for $30. We're gonna make that, I'm gonna knock that way down. I'm gonna make that $20. And then the Monet set is now number 22. for $20. No longer 30. Let me mark that out a little bit better. There. Number 22 for $20 on that gorgeous Monet set. We have some testing to do. So I'm just going to keep the gem in here for the next 3 or 4 pieces. This one, I think, let me mark out the number on it. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll leave this one because this was number 23 the first go around, and it's number 23 this time. But as I recall, these tiny stones were just way too tiny to get a good test on. So this is a 925 ring. The mark is right there. And it is adjustable, but it's like nice adjustable. It's got this track, you can see that in there, that the band runs through. And it has a very clean appearance from the outside where it's adjustable. But then it has these tiny, tiny stones. So I'm not sure, but I believe I couldn't get a good test on these stones. I'll give it just a few little tries, and we'll see what we get, if anything, besides a bunch of beeps. Okay. Try one more time, and then I'll just call it CZs, and then if somebody buys it and it ends up being something, they got a great deal. And I see my camera struggling to stay focused. Okay, so we're going to give up testing on this one. I remember now having that same problem the first time around. And oh gosh, $9 for, and this is a nice thick 925 ring. Why did I make it $9? Was it a faker? Let's double check. Okay, no, it's not a faker. It is $9.25. So that was a great price first go around. I will take it down one more dollar. There we go. We'll make it $8 for this ring, which has CZs maybe, or maybe it's diamonds. I don't know because it's not going to give us any information. So here are some 925 earrings with 925 hooks, and I think this was quartz, I believe, smoky quartz. Yeah, really, really high on the quartz citrine amethyst. It kept going for a minute. I was thinking it might be heading up toward topaz. Probably not, though. Oops. Give it one more little go. So you can be sure what you're getting. So yeah, this is smoky quartz. And these are 925 hooks. There we go. Ear wires are stamped right there. And let's bring over Erlene. And there we go. So, confusing number. Hopefully I'll remember to blot that out when I'm editing, because we are on 23. That's the clearance number for this one. And we'll take those down to $7. Can't really tell that. There we go. $7 for number 23, the smoky quartz earrings. I think it was sapphire or some kind of gemstone. Okay, and then as I'm seeing this now, I remember that all the ones I found in research said that this was a diamond. So, and it's not. It goes pretty high on that sapphire line, which is close to diamond, but it does not go to the diamond line. And let's check something we know is a diamond, just to make sure I'm getting good readings. Yes, I am getting good accurate readings. And this is going only to the sapphire line. So it is a 925, which is stamped right here, right there. Again, my camera is just struggling to keep focused. I couldn't get my word out. There. This is where it says 925. The other side was the maker's mark. This is where it says 925. And then you have your little sapphire chips in there. This was 20, which was a steal, really. Oh goodness, what am I going to do? I'll do 18. Oh, and let's give you a size. It's a size about 5.5. Have a little bit of adjustability there because it's open right there in the front. Okay, so now this is going to be number 25. They were first offered up for $10. These little heart earrings with, I believe these are amethysts. Well, are they not? I thought these were gemstones. Okay, it's going somewhere. I could have sworn it was amethyst. Well, it goes with garnet, tourmaline, iolite. Well, sort of inching up to amethyst, but it didn't go all the way there. It's been a while since I filmed this, so my recollection is probably faulty. So you have little tiny 925 hearts with a gemstone. It goes to garnet, tourmaline, iolite on the gem tester. And they have sterling backs and sterling posts and settings. And here comes Earlene to model it for you. Here we go. Very delicate and dainty and pretty. Those were 10. We will make them 8. Number 26 is, this is a purse charm that I made. It was in a video. That was $8. That's where it got offered up, or how much it got offered up for first go around. A bunch of work went into that one. I will take that down to 7. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll take it down to 7. And that's number 26 for $7. With this really pretty iridescent peachy pink glass with the 925 wire wrap. That's what they look like on the back. That's what they look like on the front. Let's bring over Earlene. go. Really cute. And we'll do those for $4. 925 wire wraps on gorgeous peachy pink colored art glass. Okay, this is going to be number 28. And it's some 925 earrings. Just these long rectangles, just like that. Let's bring over Erlene. There we go. And they're stamped right here, if I remember correctly, on the back. Right there, 925. And the wires are also 925. So number 28, and these will now be $5. These are Silpata. It's double loops, like one hanging inside the other. These sort of free-form hoops. And your Silpata mark is right here. Their little arrowhead logo right there with the 925. And here comes Erlene. And there we go. Those are really pretty. I like the free-form look of those and how the two hoops kind of move separately from each other. Really like that. Also, the wires on these are a thicker gauge. They just look substantial. I like that look. But there those are, these gorgeous Silpata earrings. Let's see. I will take those down to $7. There we go. Oh, wait. These aren't number 22. These are number 29. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing to make sure people don't get mixed up with the wrong numbers. And last is this set, which didn't originally come as a set. The earrings are sterling. And I just thought these bracelets were a nice match to go with them, although the bracelets are just silver tone. The earrings are 925, the hoops and the wires. The bracelets here are just silver tone, but I put them all together just because I thought they would make a nice set. And they were originally offered up for $6 for the set. That's a lot of sterling. That's a lot of sterling. I'm going to have to keep that at $6. I'm sorry. Well, I'm just offering that again instead of clearance price. I'm just giving everybody a second chance at that one. So we'll say $30 or $6 for number 30. These hoops, let's bring over Erlene to model it for you. And then I'll give you a measurement on the bracelets. There we go. And the bracelets are a size 8 1/4. So there we go. You have two silver tone bracelets and the 925 earrings as a set. $6 for number 30. So here we are. This is Goodwill Blue Box from February, clearance, and the estate sale haul from earlier in February. So I hope you found something here that you like. And if you did, just email me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and we will work it out there. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this content. And if you did, give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. It really helps the channel out. And share it out with somebody else who you think might also enjoy it. And leave me a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.